Okay. Hi. Welcome to Court TV Nigeria, you guys. Thank you. Hi Victor. How you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning.
I can't see your face.
You see?
I can't see your face.
Oh, can you sit now?
Or that break, break in whatever transmission. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I'm just having network issues today. But like I said, welcome to Cut TV, you guys. Welcome to Cut TV. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I remain your host, Refresh. And if you're just joining me, please do not to hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, just so that you're in the right place. And you're not going to regret joining us. You're not going to regret being on this space. Good afternoon, Victor. Thank you for joining. You're not going to regret being on this space. To all my amazing returnees, all my amazing subscribers, my amazing family members. Thank you for always coming back. Thank you for always sticking with me. Thank you for always joining me. You guys rock. I'm always saying this. You guys are the best, and I love you guys. First of all, I live today. I'm down with cold. I really don't know why, but I'm down with cold and I'm a bit stressed. So my voice is a bit cracky. And yeah, I'll be speaking a lot more in this video. But yeah, you guys will just pardon me. So, cause of please, if you're just joining, please do well to like my video, share the link, tell your friends to join me, tell your friends to join us because we have a very important topic I want us to talk about today, just like the description says. And this is the reason why I want to talk about this because it's been worrying me. It's been disturbing me for a long time, and I've just been looking at things and wondering, what's going on? Ooh, thank you, Victor. Thank you for sharing. You guys, please share the link. Tell your friends to join me. Tell them about this space. Tell them about this very small girl who's looking to grow a page. Yeah, who's looking to be a big time broadcaster. So yeah, like I was saying, our topic for today is parents teacher relationship. And like I earlier mentioned, the reason why I chose this topic is because it's one that's been bothering me for a while now. Not necessarily bothering me. I'm not a teacher. I've not gotten an opportunity. Rather, I've not gotten an opportunity to teach people. I don't really enjoy teaching. Maybe big people share, but if there's one thing I love to do, is just to teach the kids around me and stuff. So yeah, the reason for this particular topic is because I've been seeing a lot of things happening. I admire teachers a lot, especially the ones teaching kids. I admire them a lot, and that's like their profession, their career is one that somehow to some extent it scares me because heck, I don't know how I'm going to be able to. If you know teachers in general, I shall just admire them. I don't think I can do half the things they do in school. I don't think I have the ability to want to teach crowd, no matter how small, to want to impact knowledge, to I may have patience for children, but I don't think I have patience to actually teach children because I get bored easily. So yeah, the reason I'm so the reason I want to talk about this one is basically the unprofessionalism that happens in most workplace, most office spaces, and lately it's I see it happening in the school sector. and it's becoming worrisome, if you know what I mean. It's becoming really worrisome. If you're just joining me, do well to hit the subscribe button to my amazing subscribers. Please share the link, tap your screens, tell your friends about this space, tell them to join in. Let's just have this conversation. So you can also share your experience if you've had any experience with um your children's teacher, um a children's teacher, neighbor's teacher, um your siblings, younger siblings and stuff. Just tell me what your experiences are, because I've been seeing a lot of unprofessional acts happening in school that I don't know. To me, I feel like it is so uncouth and shouldn't even be up for people who are set to teach our children. I mean, that's why we send them to school anyways, because some parents rely solely on teachers for the upbringing of their children because they're so busy they don't even have time to actually get involved in their children's educational life. And these people, they are entrusting the life of their children to their mental health, emotional state, and everything to these people are being so unprofessional. Why do we get to do that? And the one thing I looked at when I was looking at this topic is the the building of the parent teacher relationship. Don't get me wrong, I don't see anything wrong in wanting to build a relationship with your students, parents, or what guardian, or whatever the case may be. I don't see a problem if you want. Personally, I feel like you should do that. I, for one, I feel like if my parents were fully involved when I was growing up, not that I didn't turn out well, not that I'm bad, not that I'm spoiled or stuff, but then again, I just wish they had that relationship. I'm not one to want my parents to like be very involved in school. They're everywhere, everybody knows them and all that. But then again, just have know my teacher, know them. So a lot of things I didn't really have a bad experiences with. I just wanted them to just know them, you get. And that's one thing I would do with my own kids. I'll get involved with their education. I will be a teacher at home and also ensure to be involved in school. Maybe not fully involved, but yeah, just to be involved. Know their form teacher, their class teacher, their headmistress or headmaster, proprietor or proprietress, and all of that. Just know certain people in school, know some of their friends in school, and all those things. So now, some parents, or sorry, some teachers have taken this thing to the highest level. I know it's not just starting now, but I feel like it is increasing because it is gradually becoming a norm where teachers are now being some of them are being rude to parents. They talk to them however they want to, they don't care. Some of them are building relationships, friendships with their students or their pupils' parents, which is so unprofessional. And it doesn't even make, especially this relationship, but it doesn't even make any sense to me. It is not, it is one thing to want to know, to know your students' parents, but then it's another thing to want to get to know them, if you get what I mean. I once told somebody when I was talking about, I and my friend, we had a conversation about what proper work ethics, which I think I'm going to even share one of these days. And yeah, I had to say this to the person. I said, it is one thing to want to build a relationship with your boss, which is not so bad. It's not not a big deal. It's not bad. And then it is another thing to just want to maintain cordial relationship with your boss. You see that building relationship, you want to be your boss's friend. How are you your boss's friend? They employ you and you just want to be your boss's friend. It creates room for a lot of professionalism, and once that sets in, you start to see lapses, because when you're supposed to be a staff, you're being your boss's best friend, if you get what I mean. And then let's come back to let's bring it back to the educational sector. So when you are supposed to be a teacher, a guardian to somebody you're supposed to teach, you are now becoming friends with someone else, thereby focusing your energy and time to another person. And the bad thing about this particular one is it affects both the child of the said parents and even other students. That's the bad thing about this thing. Victor, if you've had experience, I mean, if you've had experiences like this, where you went to probably you went to drop your siblings at school or something. I don't know if you've had any of this experience where teachers are more focused on becoming friends with the parents of your with the parents of a child of their students rather than focusing their time and energy on the children, on the child they're supposed to teach, they're supposed to tutor, they're supposed to mentor. They're focusing, putting all of their energy on the parents. If you've had this experience, and tell me if you have one word of advice for people like this, because you see this holiday period, if it goes so bad, I had to take this time because my nibblings are around, my nephews and nieces, they are around for the holiday. And I took my time to ask them questions about school. To some extent, I know one or two of their president, their teachers in school. So I took my time to ask them personal questions just to know how well their teachers bond with them. And yeah, I later realized that because of this act, my nephew is going through bullying from his classmates. But this one now is not even from their teacher, it's from their proprietress. Their proprietress somehow know this thing, can see it, and he has gone to he has complained to his teacher has complained to their proprietress as per head down in school. And instead of this woman to focus her energy on trying to school that boy about the effect of being a bully, the disadvantages of being a bully, this person is more focused on how this boy should be better. This boy in question is a very smart boy. So he comes first, is always the top at the top of his class. But the other boy is always one step ahead. So they are always in a competition. That's just the thing. If the boy this term is one step ahead, my nephew is definitely going to be one step ahead at the end of next term. So they are always struggling. Now, instead of this person should focus on her energy on trying to school this child and tell them the effect of being a bully, the disadvantages of being a bully, rather she's talking to my nephew and teaching him how to be patient, how to be tolerant, how to be enduring, and of how to focus more on staying at the top and ensuring that the boy does not um does not pass in at any point in time. It got so bad that now this person is someone that my sister knows. So it got so bad she had to talk to. He always comes back home complaining and stuff. Got so bad she had to talk to his proprietress, and then they could no longer take it. They had to change the school because you don't know the mental health and the mental state of this child. You don't know how this thing is affecting the child. And if the proprietress, who is supposed to protect the children at school, is more focused on pleasing the parents of this boy, it's not better she just pulls the child away from the school, which she did, and this person is comfortable. Now I had to talk to one or two persons, and I spoke to other people that had several complaints, several experiences like that, where their children's teacher, nanny, class, proprietor, school, those in the school, non-academic staff are focused more on building relationships with the with the parents of their classmates rather than building relationship, personal, not really personal relation. Oh, let's just for lack of a better word, professional personal relationship with the children, which will help them, which is more favorable to them academically, if you get what I mean. So instead of doing that, you're building that relationship with the parents. Now tell me, can someone explain to me how this thing affects the academics of the students? I need to know because it doesn't make any sense to me in any way. I really, really need to know how it makes sense because I've been thinking all through about it. I really want to know how it affects them academically because you're leaving the reason why you're being employed to you're wanting to do something else. So I really don't know how it helps the student. Why are you focused on um building relationship with the parents rather than the children, rather than the child you're meant to, you're being paid to tutor, to mentor? Why are you doing that? If you're just joining me again, this is Julie Fresh on Hot TV, and welcome to this space, you guys. Welcome to this space. Please tell me why you think some unprofessional teachers feel like it is more important to build a relationship with um, their students' parents rather than the students themselves. Victor, what do you think? Because I really don't know. I can't make sense out of it. I can't make sense of this all unprofessional acts happening in the school's environment because children, as innocent as they seem, as cute as they seem, as smart as intelligent as they seem, they are also very, very intelligent and smart and also fast enough to grab bad character because if you like and if you know the effect teachers have in your words, your child, if you know the kind of um effects they have on these children, you'll be very, very careful with how you relate on them. I'm not saying that you shouldn't build relationship with them. I'm not saying that you should not get to know them, but I'm just saying set healthy boundaries so that you'll be able to scold at the teacher, so that you'll be able to petition the teacher when need be, so that you'll be able to lay complaint when need be. Because if you're okay, I want to be nice because this is my child's teacher. I want a situation whereby the person will focus more on my child, the person will give my child the all and all that nonsense, people, all that excuses people come up with. You realize that you are lost, like it or not, that is like the honest truth. You are definitely, definitely, definitely at loss because this teacher would go from rather teaching your child and focusing on your child to wanting to please you. Now there are some effects I had written down, the effects of this whole thing, the effects of teachers building relationship with parents, negative effects. And yeah, I said negative effects because like I said, I still don't know the positive effects of this thing. And you can't blame me, honestly. Don't blame me. But if you think you have positive effects of this, please let me know. The the negativity outweighs the positivity. And like I was taught, whatever you want to do in life, you have to weigh your options. Now, if the negative outweighs the positive, it is not worth it. If the negative, the advantages outweighs the if the negative, the disadvantages outweighs the positive or advantage, it's not what you don't do, it is not good. So like I said, the negativity of this thing, it is more than it outweighs the positivity, and that's why I feel like we should stop it. Now the first thing to know is the negative side that I already mentioned is it's it affects the academic performance of your children. The reason for this is They are trying to build a relationship with you for their own personal gain. And because of that, they are trying so hard to be on the parents' good book. They want to be on the good side, they want to favor them, they want to please them. So they neglect the needs, academic needs of the children. And not just, it doesn't just affect them academically, it affects every aspect of their life where the teachers are meant to come in as teachers, if you get what I mean. So because of that, just like my nephew's proprietress, she ignored the bullying aspect of her pupil because she still wants to remain in the good book of the parents. And if you ask me, I feel like the parents does not even know, the parents of this boy doesn't even know that this boy is gradually becoming a bully. And if you're in this country, you already know the side effects now of bullying. We know how we've heard stories of how bully had ended the life of other students and stuff. And we've watched the movies, especially those that like Korean movie. You know how bullying can be and all of that. What's the name of this movie? It's a Korean movie I just recently watched. It's not a recent movie anyway. I can't remember the movie, the title, but it's about a girl that was bullied in school by some of her classmates from a teenage age. If you see what they bullied her, they maltreated her, and the kids that did these things are kids of both wealthy and influential people. And some of them are just children that just hedged with these people, and they are trying, because they want to remain in the good book of these other classmates, they are following them to perpetrate evil. They followed them to perpetrate evil. They, they melted all manner of inhuman, inhuman treatment on this girl, to the point where the girl grew up with scars all over her body. She couldn't open her, she couldn't dress exposed, not even her neck. She's always properly covered. The only thing you get to see is her face and maybe finger. That's the only thing. She's always covered from head, no, from neck to toe. She's always covered. She grew up traumatized and all that stuff. And it got to a point where the girl, yeah, she grew up traumatized. She lost her self-esteem, and then she just, it was a lot. And it's a movie. I wish I can remember the title of that movie, and I would really recommend for people to watch, because even the teacher that later noticed it, the teacher that the victim of the bully had to go and report to, she reported to their class teacher. But because the teacher was focused on the relationship he had built with the parents of the other kids, they ignored it. It was just one teacher, I think, in the school that noticed what the girl was going through, and the teacher helped her somehow. But then again, when I remember, I'm still going to recommend people to watch. That is one of the effects of this thing. Instead of being focused on helping the child, helping them shape into a better person in the future, you are destroying the life of these children. And that is one of the reasons why this parent teacher relationship is bad. The second thing to note is um timing. So like I said, instead of you to focus on instead of you to focus on being a teacher, a mentor to other children, to some students, to some children who are lucky, you spend all your time, you give all your time to a particular child in your class, thereby neglecting the rest. And this, the negative aspect of that fact is that it gets to affect the other children negatively, gets to affect their academics, because they lack they lack they lack academic, how is it, what do they call it again? I can't even remember the word. Not the, yeah, I can't remember it, but they they lack guidance from the people who are meant to guide them at school. They don't have that. They lack attention, academic attention. the person who is supposed to be there for them, who's supposed to mentor them, who's supposed to tutor them, who's supposed to give her all whenever she's around or he is around, the person is busy focused on a particular child, which is a bad thing to the rest. So yeah, that's the second to know. The third one to know is it brings unhealthy relationship. So if you notice, not all teachers, not all parents actually want to do this, but they do it anyways because they want the best for their children, and they don't even see the even if you know some parents don't even trust them, the teachers, enough, but they do whatever they do it, but they maintain the relationship anyways, like I said, for the child, for the sake of their children. And this is causing unhealthy relationship between between other colleagues in school and even the students. Now the students or people, however the case may be, will feel like you don't like them. And you know how students, especially students, you know how they can be. Children are so smart, they can sense heat, they can sense negative energy from a distance. And if you know, they will withdraw, they will start resenting you. For other teachers, you can't stop people from being envious, you can't stop people from being jealous, you can't stop people from hating you. So it just brings about unhealthy relationship and chaos amongst you and your colleagues and the rest. And yeah, to some extent, some of these teachers will pour out their aggression, their anger on their innocent students. You get what I mean? So that's the third thing to know. Um the fourth thing is it's it brings about bad review for the school, because if this is a norm for a particular teacher and the school head, the school authorities doesn't call the teacher to order, other teachers will feel like it's okay, I can do it too. And the reason why most of these people do is just for favor, to be able to get stipends, be able to get money from it, especially when they know that this child's parents is wealthy, these children's parents are wealthy. They want to get close to them so that they can dash them money and stuff. They can do whatever. So when this gets out and everybody knows that the school is big, but the teachers are more focused on building relationship with the parents rather than teaching their children. My children, when they were in this school, they were doing well academically, but when they came to this school, their performance dropped drastically, or it started dropping and all of that. So yeah, it brings about bad review for the school. And lastly, I'll leave that to you guys. What other effects do you think this this have on the the academic performance of children, especially? What other effects do you think it has on it? Now, if you're just joining us again, welcome to Court TV family, like you said. Um, and I am Julie Fresh, your host. You guys, don't mind my looks, today. Like I said, I've been so stressed. I've been so stressed. And yeah, one recent event that happened that just made me say, oh my God, I think I'm going to call this out. I need parents to be more aware of effects this relationship thing with teacher can cause on their child. I had an opportunity to plan an event for a client, and a day to the event, I was just having a conversation with my client's wife, where we were just randomly talking, telling how she was telling me what she wanted again, just to be sure that we have everything in check. And then she went, the lady just walked in and just started going round and round the apartment. And I was in, they had some guests in their living room, and because I had a personal relation. Now, this is someone that I already know, and yeah. So she just told me, "Come, let's go inside so we can have this conversation privately. I don't want to do it." So she took me straight to their master bedroom, and while I was there, I just saw this lady walk in. working in rather. And my sister was like, oh, and she was like, oh, who are you? I said, my sister. My client, I call her sister anyway. My client asked, okay, then oh, you don't remember me? I'm your daughter's teacher. Oh, oh yeah, I do remember you. I'm surprised. She said, oh, I just wanted to come and say hi. I was in the neighborhood and decided to say hi. And it didn't make any sense to her this time because you wanted to say hi. You walked past my passage, walked into my house uninvited, walked into the living room, and then made your way straight into my room. And she was like, okay, can you please wait outside? I'm coming. Can you see the unprofessional act of a teacher? Now you think it would just end there. We thought she had left. And then she, oh, sorry, oh, not like I'm trying to interrupt or something. But I overheard you guys talking about abacha. For our foreign family members, it's abacha is a local delicacy. Popular is just like local salad anyway. That's what we call it here. So it is popularly called known as abacha, and that's the name the Igbos call it. So when she said that, she said yes, we've mentioned abacha. So she wanted to do abacha for the party, but she doesn't know how to make abacha like that, and she doesn't know anybody she can trust to make her. She went, oh, I can make it. Just pay me for it. First of all, you've not been invited for the party, not gotten an invite for the party. Secondly, you do not have any business offering to cook for these people. She did, okay, let's have it, it's not bad. And she offered her to make the meal. She came in yesterday, she was doing, but then she was everywhere. She went from the master bedroom to the babies to this to that, trying to go. You are meant to be in the kitchen. Why are you everywhere in the apartment? And while I was trying to coordinate things and ensure that things are going smoothly, she was just everywhere in my face, requesting for this, requesting for that, and all that. Now, at the end of this event, which was meant to have, she was meant to have left since I think she finished making and prepping her meal around 12-ish. Is she not supposed to leave after or maybe stay till the end of the party and leave? She stayed till past 9 p.m. So I was in the room, I was in the room, yeah, the master bedroom with um both my clients where we were talking, and then my client, his wife, went outside to get something. Immediately she left, like a few minutes later, I came out of the room and then he called me. Our client was calling me back to our client was calling me back. And so when I was making my way back to the room with his daughter, this lady was already by the door knocking. I'm like, who are you looking for? She said she wants to see them. Why? She said she wants to have a private conversation with a student's father. I'm like, you can wait here. I can just call him for you or something. And she went, no, it's private. She doesn't want people and all of that. So, how are you? I am not so close with these people, but I find it difficult. It was comfortable for me to be in that room because his wife was there. And so his wife left and I left. But how are you so comfortable with wanting to walk into to have a private conversation with your student's father in his matrimonial room? How unprofessional can that be? It didn't just make any sense to me. Please, you guys should just tell me that I'm not the only one overthinking this thing. It didn't just make, let's forget the, oh, anything can happen in there. But does it even make any sense? Let's even assume the man doesn't live in this country, so it's just the woman. How can you get into a someone else's matrimonial room to have a private conversation with the person, man or woman? You are their child's teacher. Can you just stick to the confines of your job description, which is in school, everything that has to do with school? If they want to invite you for the party, it is left for them. If they want you to remain there, it is left for them. Why getting in the room? She was there also. She sat on the bed. Oh my God. So when she wanted to make her way into the room again, I had to stand by the door like, no way. This is me doing the women supporting women, and you guys should be proud of me. No way. I can't let you get in there. No way. You can't get in. And she went, oh no. I just need to say, like, hold on. When it comes out, you have that conversation with him. Better still, just talk to your wife. She'll relay whatever it is you want to tell her husband to him. Moreover, if he says whatever private conversation you think you want to have with his wife, he's still going to have that with the man. He's still going to have the conversation with his wife. So why are you boycotting it? Why are you going to meet the man rather than meet the woman and all of that? So that is one thing I one of the things that just triggered me. This happened sometime last week, and it just triggered me. And like I told her, petition this woman, send a report to the school. You don't have to be nice. Let us see you as a bad person. Send a report to the school, let them know. Now, my advice for proprietary school head and school authorities, the way to end this thing and to parents is pay attention to your do not give room for parents-teacher relationship. The school they have non-academic staff. You have the contacts of um all the parents of your students and whatnot. You have all their contact. In heck, schools right now they have WhatsApp group and they have group chat and all of that. The main person you should have their contacts is the school head. And if you feel the need to have the contact of a teacher, please, first thing for me, okay, rather the second, the first is for the school to um, look into this parent teacher relationship again and find a way to end it. Second thing is if there is need for you to get the contact of to have a personal to get the contact of the teacher of your ward, you have to go through the school authorities so they can permit you to have the contact. Now, if they find out that a teacher gives somebody, a teacher has the number of a parent without the authorization of the school, please punish the teacher if possible. Ensure that you curtail the relationship between teachers and parents. Give room for suggestion board. Give rooms for parents to just report it. And if there is a suggestion board for someone like my client that is, oh, I don't want them to lose their job. I don't want her to lose her job. I just they can just do this thing, write down their complaint and whatnot, and just drop it in there in the suggestion board with the teacher's name boldly written on it. So the parents already, the school already know that there is a thing that came in from a parent about this particular teacher, and you people treat it with matter of urgency and all seriousness. And yeah, the teacher does not know who made the complaint. It's you, who is the parent that wants to remain anonymous because you don't want to come out a bad person to the teacher. Your whatever reputation you're trying to secure with the teacher is safe and all that, so you're safe. So that's what the third thing to do. Fourthly is there should always be a one-on-one, and every school have a counselor. There should always be a one-on-one conversation. You don't necessarily need to wait for the students, the people. People can come for counseling, if you get what I mean. Have a one-on-one conversation with your students, your pupil. Have a one-on-one conversation with them once or twice every term. Oh, how is your relationship with your teacher? Tell me, does your teacher contact your parents? Does the teacher come to your house? Does the teacher do this? Does your teacher do that? How do you let them get to hear reviews from these children because they are very honest, especially the young ones. Get to hear their honest review about their class teachers or form teachers as often as possible, at least before the end of every term. You should have one or two sessions like this with all of them. You can decide to start from class to class. You don't need to take it up one day. You don't need to do it just one day. You can decide to do this class today, this class tomorrow. In a week, you can do all of them, or two classes every day before the term runs out. That way, you get to know your employer from the perspective of their students. So that is all I have. That is the advice I have for these people. But then again, please, to all the teachers out there that are into this parent-teacher relationship nonsense, and they are building the relationship because they are trying to get favor or the other from the parents. Please, you guys, stop it. This is affecting the children more than it is affecting you or the parents. The children are being affected. You guys need to stop it and focus on your work. It is not important. If you're looking for friendship and relationship, you can know them from outside. When you see them, nobody says it is bad. When you see them, you stop to say hi, but you don't have any business visiting them at home and sitting down and having conversation or calling for assistance. If you need assistance, talk to your colleagues. If they cannot help you, reach out to the school authorities. They should be able to help, or you go to your bank and request for loan. Call a family members, talk to your neighbor. You don't have a business with the parents of your ward. Thank you very much. So guys, today's vlog will be very, very short. I mean, I'm going to end it here today because I don't feel good at all. I'm really tired. I feel like this weather is affecting me more than I expected. I don't know. And yeah, I've not recovered from the stress of last week. So, you guys, tell me if you enjoyed my short video today in vlog. Tell me if you enjoyed my short video today, and tell me if you want to get. I have other etiquettes. I want proper etiquette, professional etiquette that I want to share. Tell me if you want to do that with me. If you want me to do that, and like I said, tell me if you've ever come across a teacher, an over-sabi teacher, an over-serious teacher who is more focused on building relationship with parents than the students. Tell me if you've ever come in contact with them, if you've ever had a chance to, if you've experienced one them before. If you know someone that is currently going through that, please share this video with them. They should stop it. It isn't nice. They should stop this thing they do. And yeah, this brings me to the end of today's video. Trust me, I really want to stay, but I feel like I'm going to throw up any moment from now. I don't know why I feel very nauseous, but yeah. Uh, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I hope you guys will be fully active with me. Please do well to tap your screens, like my video, share the link, tell your friends about me, subscribe to my channel, please. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time. I love you. Bye.